If you on my man, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying? Caught a little jet lag, but I'm golden. Yeah. We deserve Grammys and some Oscars. They deserve Grammys, they imposters. I be rolling with my project homies. It's a vibe. I just with the homie. It's a vibe. Over switch sides. It's a vibe. Yeah. I gon' do it. I gotta accept that I'm a. I pull up in several different options. That I will most ever. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. Gotta be on the thinker. I say. What? I can't feel my toes, but ain't gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled.
I've been rolling on the freeway. I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest. I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe. I've been rolling on the freeway. I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest. I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
Dig what I'm saying, Chanel drapes on me daily. Dig what I'm saying, sponsored by Mercedes. Dig what I'm saying, this Creek alone is on me, maybe. Dig what I'm saying, I'm going hard, yeah. I pop in your memory. You should be glad I'm showing you sympathy. I gave you pure love out the gutter. Ever let you go, you gon' suffer from it. I gon' do it. I gotta accept that I'm a. I pull up in several different options. That I will most ever. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. Gotta be on the thinker. I say. What? I can't feel my toes, but ain't gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled. Yeah.
I feel like I should be giving up. You can't leave it's too much. But I'm tired of you, me on. And I don't like where this is going. And I've been stuck in all your apologies. Gave my all, but you wanted more from me. Keep your love, it doesn't feel the same. I hope it hurts you when you hear my name.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a rocket. Just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day get to the day I die. Every day get, man, I that. And I that bouncing up and down, nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Giants going up against the Cowboys.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Elliott last year so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. And I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go to Elliott again. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 77 yards. In the red zone this time. It's a keeper with Prescott. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Throwing is Manning. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Manning going to throw. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
As explosive and dynamic a playmaker as Brandon Marshall's been in his career, can you believe he's never been to the postseason in 11 years?
Yeah, 11 years. He's hoping to get there, obviously, with the Giants. One thing's for sure, didn't have to move his locker far. When he went from the Jets to the Giants, same facility.
You can keep the same address as well.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The Giants offense, they were 30th in red zone trips a season ago, but they're in the red zone now, 1st and 10. Into the red zone now, Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Time running out here on the play clock. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down.
1 yard, there was no room to run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Williams, a man in motion right. A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. To throw is Manning. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, it's Manning. And Ingram holds it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Vereen, toss play. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing now is Manning. And his pass incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Manning now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And the wideout in motion. Prescott on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
In motion here is Witten. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. You look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And Bailey able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Vereen. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 10th carry now for Elliott. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a pretty familiar sight because Ezekiel Elliott in 2016, his rookie year, had 14 runs of 20 yards or more. That led the NFL.
And he said in the offseason he wanted to be better when he got into the second level, so he's shooting high.
I like that. I like a guy who wants to get better at his craft. Look out, defenses.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. The swing pass caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down following the run. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That one 28 yards on the ground. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Elliott into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
The play clock's running down. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Throwing on first down is Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. A dump off to Vereen. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 59 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good, and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On the counter, Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Again, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Second down now after the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Play action. Manning. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Throwing is Manning. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's got some space here. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. And they'll send Williams in motion right. In motion left comes Williams. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Fights him off. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On 3rd down, that's Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So Eli Manning out, getting looked at on the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. The first throw for the backup, Davis Webb. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Giants on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Webb. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And now here come the Cowboys. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back.
Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Tell a hater get up on my face. Yeah, I've been ballin' since like yesterday. Yeah, all this money all up in the way. All this money in the way. You know that I'm walking with the bank. Water, diamond on my ring. You know that I'm rockin' Philip Blue. You know that, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Yeah, you cannot see me, the windows is tinted. Yeah, driving around right in that Bentley. Ay, you driving around right in that Bentley. Ay, but your shit, it just be rented. Yeah, but that is none of my business. Ay, money won't stop me, go straight to the top. Believe in the